Happy Sunday, everyone, from Long Beach, California, on this beautiful 80-degree sunny Sunday here at Blair Field. We have ourselves a rubber match between your defending Pioneer League champion Oakland Ballers and the playoff-bound Long Beach Coast. Both games in this series have gone to knockout rounds. What will today have in store? It's your Ballers and the Coast coming up right here on Ballers Radio. And we welcome you inside. I'm Gareth Kwok. Thanks for tuning in, whether you're listening on our YouTube channel or on the Home Team Network. Well, Oakland last night, a 4-4 victory over the Coast. It went to one knockout round, and it was the rookie Connor Smith who delivered for Oakland. Just one home run needed to defeat Long Beach's home run leader, Cuba Bess, who failed to homer. The victory snapped Oakland's 5-game losing streak, but a tremendous pitching performance from the Japanese right-hander Ren Abe Arias, who came one out shy of his first professional complete game here in the U.S. He allowed just one run on 6 hits and 1 walk with 4 strikeouts through his first 8 innings pitched. And he went back out for the 9th in search of his first professional complete game after receiving some nice run support in the 4th. Brendan O'Sullivan hit an RBI double to give Oakland its first lead of the series. And then Jeter Ibarra drove in 2, and Nick Leahy drove in 1, both on doubles to give Oakland its largest lead of the game at 4-0. And Abe Arias held a 3-run lead entering the 9th. A strikeout of Vest, but a single walk and another single loaded the bases. After a sacrifice fly to Jackson Bird, he walked David Whittle to load the bases again, which prompted a pitching change. His final line yesterday, 8 2/3 innings, 4 runs, 8 hits, 3 walks with 5 strikeouts on 113 pitches. Julio Rosario tried to close things out, but he threw a wild pitch on the very first one he threw, which allowed another Coast run to score, and it made it a 1-run game with 2nd and 3rd and Eddie Pelk at the plate. They intentionally walked Pelk to load the bases for Spence Kaufman, but Rosario walked him on 4 pitches to score the tying run from 3rd. Rosario eventually struck out Cuba Bess swinging to end the inning, which sent the game to a knockout round home run derby tiebreaker that Smith won with just 1 home run. Oakland now 7-2 in these knockout round games. And when we come back here on the pregame show, we caught up with the hero from yesterday, Connor Smith, to talk about his home run and catching Abe Arias yesterday. That conversation's coming up next when the Ballers pregame show continues here on Ballers Radio. Welcome back to the Ballers pregame show. Gareth Kwok alongside the hero from yesterday. It's the rookie catcher out of Cal State Monterey Bay, Connor Smith, who won it for Oakland with just 1 homer here at Blair Field. Connor, the game-winning homer, in the knockout round. How did the moment feel for you?
Yeah, it was great. That was my first experience doing the knockout round, and I think it went pretty well.
Did you have any idea that you might be participating in the knockout round? And what was your reaction when Aaron called your name?
Well, I mean, I was excited. I didn't exactly know that it was going to be me, but I knew that there was a chance that I would be in there. I've got some pull side power, and I know this is a tough park to hit one out at, and so I was just excited to hopefully win it for my team.
How did you mentally just stay calm and composed when you have everyone watching you and you know you have the 2 minutes winding down as it goes?
Yeah, I just wanted to control my breathing and focus on one pitch and not thinking about the clock too much. I know that 2 minutes is enough time for me to, get 5 swings off or 5 outs off, and so just trying to control myself and let everything take care of itself.
Did you seek out any tips from guys that have done it before, or had you done some mental observations the last couple of times we've done this format?
I think what I've noticed generally is sometimes guys swing a little bit too much. They'll swing back-to-back pitches, and I think it's better to be controlled and under control. So I think a lot of the guys we've seen have an early exit. They've been, swinging 5 times in the first 8 pitches or 10 pitches, and they get out real quick. So I just wanted to be calm and collected.
When you made contact, did it feel good? Did you feel like it had a chance off the crack of the bat?
I did, yeah. I knew it was a home run. I just watched it to make sure and see how far it went. And, really, I'm trying to pull the ball as much as I can since it's obviously shorter down the line. But I ended up hitting one a little more left center than I would have wanted. But I'm just glad I got a hold of it. It went out.
What was your reaction when Cuba Bess recorded his 5th out at the end there? Were you just kind of holding your breath there?
Yeah, I was holding my breath. I mean, I know he's got some, top of the scale power. And so for him, it's only going to take one swing to tie up the knockout round. So I'm just glad we got away with the win.
Connor Smith, our guest here on the Ballers pregame show. Well, you had the chance to catch Ren Abe Arias for a second time yesterday. What was it like catching him and seeing him do his thing?
Yeah, he's great. He's really great. He can throw any pitch at any time for a strike, and he's just keeping these guys off balance. They hit fastballs really well, and so him having a good arsenal of off-speed pitches really helps. And so I could call any pitch at any time, and I think he stayed really composed against obviously a great lineup, and so I'm excited to catch him in the future.
Just 1 out away from a complete game, which would have been his first here in the States. But, you used to face him when he was a member of Red Pocket. What were your impressions of him when you were a hitter facing him, and now as a catcher receiving his pitches?
Yeah, well, he's deceptive. And, I would say I'm a fastball hitter myself. And when I faced him, I think the pitch calling should have been different. I got a little too many couple too many fastballs against him, and I think I saw the slider a few times and I thought it was gross. So my mentality catching him is just throw those wicked pitches, and he can throw them in the zone any count. So he's going to be great for us.
Before I let you go and get ready for the game, Reed Butts comes off the injured list today. What are you hoping to expect from Reed today?
Yeah, I mean, this is a bounce back start for him. Past couple of weeks for him haven't been what he's wanted, and he has the talent to go deep into games. He has the talent to be a great starter for us, and he's already proven it against this lineup specifically. So, I just want to encourage him and give him confidence because he can do it. And, I mean, we know he's done great things before, and so we're going to expect that every time.
Connor, thanks for sharing a little bit of time with us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's Connor Smith here on the Ballers pregame show. Back after this here on Ballers Radio. Just a couple moments away from first pitch here at Blair Field, home of the Long Beach Coast and the Long Beach State Dirtbags. As we are set for this rubber match, the Coast have just taken the field. The lefty Brett Wozniak has just led his club onto the field. Let's take a look at Oakland's starting lineup. It's presented by Rubenstein. Leading off is the right fielder Noah Blythe. First time we are seeing him in the leadoff spot for this season. He's in right field. Nick Leahy bats second and is at second base. Jake Allgaier, the left fielder, bats third. Jeter Ibarra, the Pioneer League's home run leader, hits fourth and is at first base. Brendan O'Sullivan, the third baseman, hits fifth. Connor Smith, the catcher, hits sixth. TJ Rogers, the shortstop, hits seventh. Ethan Crawford receives his second start in as many days. He's the designated hitter, hitting eighth. And Isai Santos is the center fielder, batting ninth. Once again, that's Blythe, Leahy, Allgaier, Ibarra, O'Sullivan, Smith, Rogers, Crawford, and Santos for your ballers. Defensively, this is how Long Beach will align. Beginning in the outfield, Jacob Jablonski in left, Emilio Corona in center, Robert Pitts is in right. On the infield, Benjamin Rosengard at third, Anthony Mata at short. Spence Kaufman is at second, Cuba Bess at first base, and behind the plate, doing the catching is Johnny Pappas. For today's starting lefty for the Coast, it's the 24-year-old from Garden Grove, California, Brett Wozniak, on the mound for just a ninth time this season and only a seventh start. He did spend a considerable amount of time on the injured list from June 21st through August the 7th. And as a matter of fact, this will be his first starts since June 19th. The Ballers have seen him before. Wozniak, a 3-0 record and an ERA of 2.89, 37 in the third innings pitched, just 22 strikeouts and only 12 walks. As Noah Blythe, the right-handed bat, digs in, and the first pitch of the ball game is grounded softly to third, fielded chest high by Rosengard, and with his feet on the infield grass, he throws out Blythe. One pitch, one out to begin the ball game here from Long Beach. First pitch delivered right on the dot at 1:05 p.m. local time, and it is another picture-perfect day for baseball down here in Southern California. 81 degrees, no clouds in the sky, sunny Sunday baseball here in Long Beach. First pitch to Leahy is a fastball on the outside for a strike. 0-1 to Nick. The Newbury Park native doubled in the run yesterday, 0-1. He takes a fastball on the outside for a called strike, and we have our first challenge of the day. And it is overturned to a ball. The fastball did miss the outside by about a half a ball. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike on Leahy. 2 for 4 on the day yesterday. He did score a run as well. 1-1 is fouled down the right field line. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wozniak pitched out of the bullpen on Friday in a game that Long Beach nearly collapsed. After Oakland trailed by 3 in the ninth, the Ballers scored 3 and could have easily taken the lead, but Wozniak needed just 3 pitches to get out of the inning in the ninth. And here he fans Leahy on a breaking ball down and in for strike 3. 2 down for Jake Allgaier. Wozniak has faced Oakland just once this year. That was back on May the 27th in Oakland. He pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 earned runs on 2 earned runs, 5 unearned. Next pitch to Allgaier is outside for ball 1 on 7 hits and 1 walk in a no decision. Allgaier batting from the right side, switch hitting left fielder, awaits the 1-0. And it's a fastball outside for ball 2, 2-0. This is Jake's 5th start in left field this year. The 2-0. Swings and grounds one hard to the backhand of Mata. The shortstop gets onto his feet, throws to first, and Best can't scoop the baseball. The ball rolls to the Long Beach dugout, hits the railing before caroming to the catcher Pappas, who was there to back it up. And Long Beach's official score has ruled it an error on Mata. It was a good stop by Mata on the backhand, a sliding backhand, but the throw was low, and Best at first base cannot scoop it out. So with 2 down, a man on first, here's Jeter Ibarra. Pioneer League's home run leader takes a heater inside for ball 1. No score, top of the first, 2 outs, just underway. The Ballers trying to win their second consecutive series on the road here in Long Beach. Next pitch to Ibarra is a fastball in tight, and it's 2-0. Currently has a 3 home run cushion on the former Baller and now the Idaho Falls Chucker, Justin Trimble. Next pitch is grounded to first. It's knocked down by the first baseman, Best. It rolls to the shortstop, Mata, and Ibarra beats it out. Ibarra hit a sharp ground ball to Best, who knocked it down, and it ricocheted to the shortstop, Mata, behind the mound, who barehanded it and then flung it to first. And Best, who wasn't on the base for a split second, then received the throw and then stepped on the bag, and a bang-bang play goes Oakland's way. And that is being ruled as an error on Best. So back-to-back errors on Long Beach's infield. And here is Brendan O'Sullivan. First pitch to O'Sullivan is a fastball outside for ball 1. Albeit there was really not much Best could do there. That ball was stung pretty hard, but he just wasn't able to get the glove down quick enough before it hit his body and rolled it behind the mound. Next pitch to O'Sullivan is lifted to deep left center. The left fielder Jablonski gets twisted around but makes a high backhanded catch just shy of the warning track, and the inning is over. 2 men stranded on 2 errors, but it's a scoreless first for Brett Wozniak. And when we come back, the lefty Reed Butts takes the hill for Oakland. No score as we go to the bottom of the first here on Ballers Radio. No score, bottom of the first inning, as the Ballers stranded a pair in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for Troy Percival's Long Beach Coast. It's presented again by Rubenstein. Leading off is the right fielder Robert Pitts. Eddie Pelk gets the day off for today. Spence Kaufman, the second baseman, bats second. Emilio Corona, the center fielder, slides up to the 3 spot. Cuba Best, the first baseman, hits 4th. Matthew Bartowell, the designated hitter, hits 5th. Benjamin Rosengard, the third baseman, bats 6th. Jacob Jablonski, the switch-hitting left fielder, hits 7th. Johnny Pappas, the catcher, hits 8th. And Anthony Mata, the shortstop, bats ninth. As the lefty Reed Butts takes the hill for Oakland in his first start since being activated off the IL. And the first pitch fastball is low and in for ball one. Butts was activated today, and as part of a corresponding move, the right-hander Langston Burkett, the injured list. Here's a sharp line drive to the right fielder Blythe, who got a good jump, closes in, and makes the catch in shallow right center. And there's one away. This is Butts' first start since August the 4th against Red Pocket. An ERA right now of over 13 in just 14 2/3 innings. 12 strikeouts, 14 walks. First pitch to Kaufman. He shows bunt, pulls back and takes a strike on the inside. 0-1. His fifth start of the year and his sixth overall appearance. Lefty works from the stretch. 0-1. Fastball waved down and missed on the outside. It's 0-2. Burkett is dealing with an ankle injury that he sustained this weekend. Butts on the third base side of the mound, 0-2. Fastball is low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He was not available at the beginning of this series after sustaining the injury, which explains why Nathan Darden was used in long relief. Next pitch to Kaufman is a fastball in the dirt inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kaufman, the former Red Pocket Mobile, now Long Beach Coast second baseman, batting .313, 4 home runs, 46 batted in this year. Right-handed bat awaits a 2-2, and he whacks it foul into the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kaufman traded from Red Pocket to Long Beach on the final day of the trade deadline, which was last Sunday. Butts likes to work quickly. Belt high set. His 2-2 is chopped up the middle. No, it's cut off by the third baseman O'Sullivan. He cuts off his shortstop Rogers and makes an off-balance throw to first in time for out number 2. My eyes were deceiving me that time. It looked like the ball was going to be hit to the shortstop Rogers, but O'Sullivan, the third baseman, charged in, cut TJ Rogers off, and made an off-balance throw accurately to first. And there's 2 away. No score. Last of the first. 2 outs, bases empty. We are aware that the scoreboard is not showing on our YouTube feed. We are hoping to get that up for you all momentarily as Corona takes a ball up high, 1-0. We will get that scoreboard for you in a little bit. The 1-0 pitch. Corona hits a sharp line drive in the right center field for a base hit. It's a 2-out single to bring up Cuba Best, the first baseman. In Reed's last start 12 days ago against Red Pocket, it was really a tale of a couple of innings. An ugly first inning where he gave up 6 runs against the Mobiles in the first. Left-on-left matchup between him and Bess. First pitch is a fastball a little high for ball 1. He gave up 6 first-inning runs, but then settled in, allowed just 2 after in 4 innings of work. 1-0 pitch. Bess fouls it off of the catcher Smith. Might have nicked his chest protector. 1 ball, 1 strike. He gave up a couple of home runs in that first inning to Kashawn Frett and Gianni Horvat, but completed 4, 8 runs, 7 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. The 1-1. Bess swings and misses at a breaking ball. That time the slider from Butts, and it's 1-2. His best start of the year came against this Long Beach squad here at Blair Field. He went 6 1/3 innings, allowed just 1 run on 1 walk and 4 hits with 4 strikeouts. in a no decision. No score, bottom of the first, runner goes. The pitch to Bess is fouled off of his hands and into the screen. And that was one of arguably the best pitch game Oakland has had this year, a 2-1 win against the Coast. That was the last time we were in town and visiting. The pitch is a breaking ball lifted into center field. Santos moves to his left, now backpedals and makes the play for out number 3. Butts gives up a 2-out single, but it's a scoreless first for the team's franchise pitcher. And we go to the seconds. It's Oakland and Long Beach scoreless here on Ballers Radio. Both starting pitchers trade scoreless first innings with one another. Top of the second, no score. Connor Smith, last night's hero, leads off for Oakland against the lefty Brett Wozniak, who needed just 9 pitches in that first. Lefty's first offering to Smith is a fastball outside for ball 1. Just 1 home run needed for Connor Smith yesterday to take down Cuba Bess, who was Friday night's hero. The 1-0 is rolled foul over towards the Ballers' third base dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike. And he was nice enough to give us a little time to talk about it on our pregame show today. 1-1 from Wozniak is tapped gently up the middle. The second baseman, Kaufman, charges, throws off the run, and it's in time. 1 down for TJ Rogers. And, you know, he said he stayed ready. He thought there might have been a chance that Aaron would call his name for this situation. And Aaron indeed did call his name and said, hey, Rook, get a bat. You're going in there first. And we've seen the power from Connor during batting practice. It is at times impressive what he's been able to do with that pull side power. He can definitely get the ball up there, and he delivered the 1 home run needed as Rogers takes a ball high. Here's the 1-0 to the righty. Wozniak misses inside with the breaking ball, 2-0. Connor said off the crack of the bat, it sounded good. He knew it was going to be a homer. Would have loved to perhaps hit 1 more, but he knew just 1 would be pretty good. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball way outside. 3 balls, no strikes. And again, this is a really difficult ballpark to hit home runs. 393 to dead center. The 3-0. Rogers takes a strike on the outside. It's 3-1. 330 down the right field line, 335 to left. But what makes this ballpark tough is that the alleys are deep. I mean, they're about 370 to left center and right center. 3-1 is foul down the right field line. 3-2. This park plays a little bit more traditionally compared to other Pioneer League ballparks that are adjusted because of the elevation and just the more friendlier dimensions, like of that at Raimondi Park and in the Mountain States. Here's 3-2 to Rogers. It's a fastball inside for ball 4. 1-out walk, first one issued by Wozniak, and it brings up Ethan Crawford. Here in Modesto has to be the two most pitcher-friendly ballparks in the league, I think, really without a doubt. You can rule out most of the Mountain States because of the elevation factor, as Crawford takes a fastball on the outside for a strike, 0-1, and he did not want to challenge, but he accidentally tapped the helmets, and it is a strike. Now we have a discussion here from the umpires. He inadvertently tapped his helmet, did not want the challenge to be issued, but the umpire granted him the challenge by accident. That's Arturo Belmonte. So does it count as a challenge or not? I think Aaron wants the other umpires to gather here with Arturo just to make sure that this was an inadvertent tapping of the helmet. And I'm surprised this hasn't happened more often, because you see it all the time in the big leagues. Guys, by habit just sort of fixing and adjusting their helmet, and the umpires mistakenly think that the hitter wants to challenge. Now they want to talk. The umpires look like they want to talk with Long Beach. I think Crawford did not intend to challenge that pitch. No challenge, says Arturo Belmonte. That was an inadvertent challenge, and so the Oakland retains their 2 challenges. And I knew that Crawford didn't want to challenge because he never looked at the umpire when tapping the helmet. The 0-1, breaking ball, that's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Most guys, if they want to challenge a pitch, they're looking at the umpire. They're making eye contact with the umpire before tapping the helmet. Ethan did not make eye contact at all. 1-1. Breaking ball sails outside. It's 2-1. And when Arturo looked at Crawford and said, all right, we're going to give you the challenge, Ethan's like, no, I didn't want that. Next pitch is lined sharply, foul down the right field line, and it's 2-2. No score. Top of the second. 1 out. Rogers at first base. This is Crawford's second game with the Ballers. The bullpen catcher just activated on Friday. The Tiburon native, Redwood High School alum. Pickoff throw to first. Rogers back in standing. Did play last year for Boise in 19 games. 2-2 is grounded up the middle, and it sneaks through for a base hit. Past the diving second baseman Kaufman. Rogers advances to second base, and Ethan Crawford has his first hit as a baller. And they're going to make sure he has that baseball for his safekeeping, because why not? It's one thing to play for a Pioneer League team away from home, but this is the hometown club. So here is Isai Santos, bright pink bat in his hands. First pitch to the lefty is a fastball on the inside for a called strike 1. Rogers at second, Crawford at first. Santos batting .300 with 14 home runs and 48 batted in. 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Santos did not start yesterday, but did play center as a defensive replacement. Here he pops one up foul off the hands behind the plate. It's 1-2. Got the start on Friday and went 0 for 2. 1-2. Breaking ball, check swing. He did not go around. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Isai is still looking for his first hit this week. He is 0 for 10 this week. Wozniak comes home. Santos rolls it foul towards the Long Beach first base dugout. Well, Oakland won 2 of 3 the last time they were down here in Long Beach, and they have a chance to do the same with the victory today. Our last visit to Long Beach this year. 2-2 pitch is fouled off of his foot. Ouch. Isai is hobbling out of the batter's box, and he is a bit gimpy. He does wear a shin guard on that right ankle, but still might have caught him in a sensitive spot. Two balls and 2 strikes. On deck is Blythe, the top of Oakland's lineup. Wozniak dangles the left arm, now comes set at the belt, the 2-2. Breaking ball ripped, deep right center. Pitts is on the move, and he makes the catch into alleyway. Throws the ball back in towards second, but tagging and advancing to third is Rogers. Santos got a high breaking ball and tomahawked in the deep right center, but right there to make the play was Pitts, who does play solid defense wherever he's at. 2 down for Blythe. Noah bounced out to short on the very first pitch of the game. First pitch is fouled off down the right field line for strike 1. Santa Clarita native, just north of Los Angeles. He's had plenty of family and friends in attendance every time we've been down here. Here's a pickoff throw to first, and back in with a dive is Crawford. No score, top of the second. Baller's trying to strike first for a second straight night. The pitch is hit high and deep to left center field. Corona sprints back. He's looking up, and that ball is gone. Noah Blythe sends it out of here. A 3-run blast here in the second. It's a dozen for Blythe this year, and Oakland leads 3-0. Wozniak threw him a middle-in fastball, and Blythe just hammered it. 109 miles an hour off the bat and 400 feet to left center field for his 12th of the year. That was an absolute laser. And the Ballers strike first again. First pitch to Leahy is bounced foul down the third base line for strike 1. And here at Blair Field, you truly have to earn your home runs. And Noah Blythe got all of that one. 0-1. That's high with the breaking ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the Ballers generally do well when they are the first team to score. Now here's a line drive sharply hit by Leahy up the middle for a base hit. The ball ricochets off the hip of Corona, but he recovers and throws the ball back in. Leahy has a single. And here comes Jake Allgaier. When the Ballers score first, they are 26-18. Here is Allgaier now. 3-0 Oakland after the 3-run shot by Noah Blythe. First pitch to Allgaier is waved and it missed. He chases a breaking ball by his feet. 0-1. Allgaier reached on a fielding error by the shortstop Mata. I should say a throwing error. Next pitch, same spot. Breaking ball down and in. Allgaier can't lay off. He goes around, and it's 0-2. We'll head back to Oakland tonight. Off day tomorrow, and then we will head to Modesto for 3 games beginning on Tuesday. The 0-2 pitch. That's a changeup outside. 1-2 on Allgaier. Batting from his natural right side. But he does see lefties fairly well. Wozniak's 1-2 is down and in. Good block by Pappas behind the dish. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Allgaier is batting .340 against lefties this season. 2-2. Fastball just outside, ball 3. Leahy at first will be on the move. Oakland has scored 3 on 1 swing of the bat on Noah Blythe's home run. 3-2 pitch. Allgaier foul tips the pitch into Pappas's mitt for strike 3. Pappas just hangs on that changeup that Allgaier tipped, and the inning is over. But Noah Blythe goes deep. The Southern California native with his 12th of the year. It's a 3-run shot, and Oakland leads 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the second here on Ballers Radio. Bottom of the second inning. Oakland with a 3-0 lead after the 3-run home run by Noah Blythe. Let's take a look at our Caltrans keys to the game. And I think for Oakland, number one, they just have to use their surroundings, take advantage of the pitcher-friendly confines of Blair Field. That's what Ren Abe Arias did yesterday. He pitched fearlessly and let the ballpark help him out. And I think Reed Butts will hopefully do the same. As here's Matthew Bardwell. First pitch heater misses a little bit low for ball 1. And number 2, continue the 2-out hitting. Oakland yesterday with 3 runs in, all with 2 outs in the 5th against Matthew O'Brien. Here's a breaking ball on the outside for a called strike. 1-1 to Bardwell. And already a good start to that key. Blythe's 3-run home run coming with 2 outs in the second. Butts is 1-1. Is sent foul down the right field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bardwell took a 1-0 breaking ball that looked to be outside, and it was definitely outside by about half a ball. But Arturo Belmonte called it a strike, and now he's got to cover that outside part of the plate. Deep breath from Reed, the 1-2. Breaking ball lifted into fairly deep left. Allgaier backpedals one step and makes the play for out number 1. Our umpires for today, Arturo Belmonte is calling balls and strikes behind the dish. Neil Turner is at first, and Bing Zhu is at third. Benjamin Rosengard, the third baseman, the former Idaho Falls Chucker, digs in. Left-handed bat, first pitch from Reed is a fastball outside for ball 1. Rosengard was the Pioneer League's batting average leader last year. He batted .463 with Idaho Falls, 1-0. That time a slide step from Butts, and he delivers a fastball down the middle for a strike, 1-1. And he did it in just 66 games, so a .463 batting average. Reunites with Troy Percival, the 1-1. Fastball down and away. 2 balls and a strike. Now, he did not start this year with Long Beach. He took his talents to another league and to another team with the Washington Wild Things in the Frontier League. The 2-1. Another slide step from Butts. That time a fastball in the dirt. It's 3-1. Was not able to replicate the success that he had last year in the Pioneer League. Batted just .241. And he also did not play in very many games. He was only in 13 games. 3-1 from Butts. Fastball is low for ball 4. First walk issued by Butts, and here comes Jacob Jablonski. 3-0 Oakland, bottom of the second. Rosengard at first with 1 down for Jacob Jablonski. Switch hitter batting from the right side now. First pitch is a changeup in the dirt for ball 1. A .319 hitter, 19 home runs, 74 runs batted in for Jablonski. Second most on the team. The 1-0. Runner goes, and Jablonski hits a flare into shallow right, and Blythe has to play it on a hop. It's a base hit. Rosengard froze momentarily in between first and second after contact was made, just to make sure that ball got down. And Blythe was able to deke him a little bit by just flashing his glove, making it seem like he was going to make the catch, but in reality, he was not anywhere near the ball. So second and first for Pappas, the catcher. .219 hitter, no homers, 19 batted in. First pitch is a changeup on the low outside corner for a called strike 1. Yesterday he had the day off until the very end of the game. He is Long Beach's batting practice pitcher. And now Reed Butts wants to talk with Connor Smith. It looked like there was a little bit of miscommunication between him and Connor on the sign, so they're going to go over things and hash out any confusion. And especially for catchers, they'll really, truly have a day off. Look at second. Butts throws, and it's a breaking ball in the dirt. Great block from Smith. Keeps that ball in front of him, and it's 1-1. Not often they will be needed for a pinch hitting opportunity, or if they're in for defense, but in that case, they needed Pappas' services to be the batting practice pitcher for Cuba Bess in the knockout round. Spin throw to second, and Rosengard dives in safely. Looked like a designed pick play Run there by Butts, Smith, and then Leahy up the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner goes. No, they do not go. Now a back pick throw to first. And, oh, what'd they say? He's safe. And then advancing to third is Rosengard. Did Ibarra miss the tag on Jablonski? There was miscommunication from Long Beach. Jablonski thought they were going to perform a double steal, but Rosengard didn't go, and he was caught, like 10 feet off the base. Hustled back to first, but the throw beat him by plenty. But Ibarra, I guess, just didn't get the tag on him in time. And to third goes Rosengard. 2-1 on Pappas. Is waved and a missed on a high fastball. It's now 2-2. I mean, Long Beach was going to run themselves into an out there. But Smith's throw was on target. I guess Ibarra just did not get the tag on. Or Jablonski snuck the hand in. 2-2 to Pappas. Breaking ball up and in, ball 3. 3-2 with Anthony Mata on deck. 3-0 Oakland. Bottom of the second, 1 out. The payoff pitch from Butts to Pappas is swung on and missed for strike 3. He goes right at him with the fastball on the outside, and Butts collects his first strikeout of the afternoon, and there's 2 down. That was a pitch where he knew, hey, I got to challenge the 8th hitter and live with the results. I'm going to throw my fastball. If he hits it, he hits it. But that time, Pappas swung and missed. 2 outs for Anthony Mata. First pitch to the righty is a fastball down the middle for a called strike 1. Mata did not start yesterday, but he did start on Friday. 1 for 3 on the day. Next pitch, fastball. That's belt high for a called strike, and it's 0-2. Friday, he was caught stealing for the first time this year. He had attempted a stolen base 27 times and had not been caught up until Friday when Connor Smith threw him out trying to swipe second. Here's the 0-2. Fastball hit deep to right center field. Santos chases after the ball and makes the catch in the gap. And the inning is over. A walk, a single. They're left stranded on the corners. A scoreless second for Reed Butts as we go to the third. It's Oakland 3, Long Beach nothing on Ballers Radio. Top of the third here from Long Beach. It's a 3-0 Ballers lead. Jeter Ibarra leads off against the new right-hander Gary Groshon for the Coast. First pitch fastball at 93 is outside for ball one. So it's looking like it'll be a bullpen game for the Coast. Wozniak goes only 2 innings today. Next pitch, Ibarra hits a high fly ball in the fairly deep left center. It's carrying a bit for Corona, but he has room just shy of the track in left center to make the catch. So Wozniak goes 2 innings, gives up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, only 36 pitches. And we sort of had an idea that today would be a bullpen game. So now Groshon takes over. Here's O'Sullivan. First pitch to the righty is a fastball well outside for ball one. Long Beach's bullpen is pretty fresh. They got a 6-inning start on Friday from Hemmerling and then a 7-inning start yesterday from O'Brien. 1-0 pitch, fouled back into the screen. And it's 1-1. O'Sullivan flying out to left in his first at-bat against Wozniak. Groshon, the righty, working on the first base side of the rubber, deals, and watch out, that's a breaking ball up and in by the head, and O'Sullivan has to dance out of the batter's box. Otherwise, that pitch is going up and in, and who knows? 2-1. He holds at the belt, lifts the leg, 2-1. Fastball, outside corner, called a strike. 2-2. Groshon, 26 years of age, a native of Truckee, California. 6 feet tall, 205 pounds. He pitched last year for Idaho Falls, primarily as a starter, but this year he's been used more so as a reliever by his former Idaho Falls and now current Long Beach manager, Troy Percival. 2-2 pitch to O'Sullivan is tapped foul back into the screen. He spent the last 2 years in Idaho Falls, so gets to return to his home state, albeit down here in Southern California. 26 strikeouts, 25 in the third innings for Groshon. Is 2-2. O'Sullivan swings and misses at a breaking ball for strike 3. I know a lot of you are wondering where the scoreboard is, and yes, we are working on getting that scoreboard up. Hopefully we have it for you soon. We appreciate your patience. Here's Connor Smith, 2 outs, bases empty, 3-0 Ballers. First pitch heater, finds the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Ballers in their road greens once again. Ballers in block yellow lettering across the chest. Yellow numbers on the back. Here's a pitch to Smith, and he lines it sharply at the first baseman Bess, who leaps up just a bit to make the catch. It was hit hard, but it was hit right at Cuba Bess at first, and the inning is over. First 3-up, 3-down frame from Long Beach's staff. We go to the bottom of the third. It's Oakland 3, Long Beach nothing here on Ballers Radio. Top of the lineup. Do that for Long Beach here in the bottom of the third. It's Oakland 3, Long Beach nothing. I'm Gareth Kwok for Ballers Radio. Appreciate you tuning in on your Sunday afternoon. Let me know in the chat what everyone's up to on this beautiful Sunday. First pitch to Robert Pitts is grounded to short, collected by Rogers. He sets the feet and tosses to first, and on one pitch, Reed Butts retires Pitts. One down for Kaufman. Butts is Oakland's franchise pitcher, which means that he has completed at least one prior year in the Pioneer League, even though he has more than 3 years of professional experience. First pitch to Kaufman. He shows bunt, pulls back and takes a strike, 0-1. Each club is allowed one franchise player, one franchise position player, and one franchise player a season. Here's a tapper foul in front of Smith. It's 0-2. I'm sorry, I said that. I mixed up the wording again. One franchise position player and one franchise pitcher per season. Butts ahead 0-2 on Kaufman. He holds, now throws. Slide step and a breaking ball fouled off to the right. Still 0-2. So even if you have more than 3 years of professional experience, as long as you participated in one prior year in the Pioneer League, you are eligible to be a team's franchise position player or franchise pitcher. Next pitch to Kaufman. Boy, somehow he got a piece. Just clipped it off the end of the bat on that changeup. 0-2. Professional experience does not include the MLB Draft League, the Arizona Complex League, the Florida Complex League, or other indie ball leagues such as the USPBL and the Mavericks Indie Ball League. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3 as Butts blows the fastball by Kaufman for his second strikeout. So Reed has set down the last 4. Here comes Emilio Corona, the center fielder for the Coast. Corona singled in his first at-bat against Butts. First pitch is a heater low, ball 1. Corona with a good mix of power and speed on this team. He's got 18 home runs, which is third most. And he has the second most steals in the league. 1-0 pitch. Here's a line drive into right, and he's got his second hit. Two-out knock. Here comes Cuba Betts, the first baseman. Bess is the Coast home run leader, 22 home runs. And he is Long Beach's RBI leader. First pitch to Bess, runs in, and it hit him up and in. Did he get him in the helmet or just in the back? A fastball totally slipped out of Butts' hand. And Bess is slowly walking down to first. I'm not so sure if that hit him in the helmet or maybe it just caught him below the neck, which never feels good. I think it just caught him in the upper back, just above the above his number 9 number on his jersey. Corona got a huge jump at first base too. He was going to easily steal second. 3-0 Ballers, but the tying runs at the plate for the Coast with 2 down in the third. Here's Bardwell, the designated hitter for today. Bright red bat in his hands. First pitch, double steal. Pitches a swing and a miss. Smith throw down to second, and Bess slides in safely feet first. It's a successful double steal as Corona goes to third and Bess is at second. That's what Long Beach wanted to do in the last inning, but there was miscommunication between Rosengard and Jablonski. It might have been a missed sign, which nearly resulted in a guy getting caught or backpicked. 0-1. Bartowell swings and misses at that patented changeup of Butts, and it's 0-2. Butts' fastball will sit in the upper 80s. His best secondary pitch is that changeup. Does have a slider and a curveball. He's ahead 0-2 on Bartowell. Locks the hands in at the belt. Now comes home. 0-2 is rolled softly to third. High hop for O'Sullivan. His throw across the diamond is in time. And the inning is over. Reed Butts strands a pair in scoring position. Goes over to Bess, and I believe just said, hey, I didn't mean to throw it up and in like that. It's just slipped out of my hand, and Bess seems to forgive him for that. Either way, we go to the fourth. It's 3-0 Ballers on Ballers Radio. Welcome back to Blair Field down here in Long Beach. It's the top of the fourth. The Ballers in front by 3-0 on a 3-run homer by Noah Blythe back in the second. First pitch to TJ Rogers from Groshon is a heater outside for ball one. Bottom of the lineup, Rogers, Crawford, and Santos against Groshon, who's out for his second inning of relief. The 1-0 is a breaking ball taken down the middle for a strike. 1-1. Rogers drew a walk against Wozniak in his first plate appearance and later scored on that homer by Blythe. 1-1. Down and in with a slider. 2 balls and a strike. For TJ, this is his 17th game with the club ever since he signed several weeks ago after wrapping up at USF. 2-1 is grounded on one bounce to Kaufman. He backpedals, knocked down the ground ball, and then recovers. A strong throw to first is in time for the first outs. Here is Crawford. We'd like to recognize our head groundskeeper, Anthony Alejandrez, who was in attendance. I can't remember if it was yesterday or Friday, but I definitely remember seeing him in the stands this weekend. First pitch to Crawford, check swing, doesn't matter. It's a called strike, 0-1. And he took in the action earlier this weekend, and then he ran in this morning's America's Finest City half marathon and 5K down in San Diego. And he just completed the half marathon. Next pitch is low, 1 ball, 1 strike. In 1 hour and 43 minutes and 42 seconds. And he finished in the top 11% based off his chip time. Next pitch, waved down and missed. And it's 1-2. There were 3,402 registered runners in this half marathon, and he finished in the top 11%. So congratulations to Anthony for completing America's Finest City Half Marathon down in San Diego this morning. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 3 looking. Crawford goes down, and there's 2 away for Santos. He used to call Long Beach State his home for a couple of years. First pitch to Santos is swung on and missed for strike 1. He was he started out as an athletic operations and event management intern for 8 months before serving a full-time role as an event supervisor here at Long Beach State. Santos takes an 0-1 fastball at the knees for a strike. It's 0-2. So Long Beach State is a memorable place for him, not only for his career, but also he did receive his master's at Long Beach State. We've seen him a couple times down here. The 0-2. Santos spoils it foul off to the left. No balls, 2 strikes on Isai. We do see a good amount of Ballers fans in attendance, some wearing A's jerseys and some wearing Ballers unis. 0-2. Santos hits a fly ball into left. Jablonski backpedals and makes the catch towards the corner, and the inning is over. Roshan has set down all 6 batters faced in 2 innings of relief. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Oakland 3, Long Beach nothing here on Ballers Radio. Home half of the 4th inning down here in Long Beach. It's Oakland 3, Long Beach nothing. Ballers trying to win this series down here on the road for a 2nd straight time against the Coast. Let's take a look at our Pacific Pipe climb to the PBL standings. Well, Modesto stays at the top, although the most interesting development is that they have lost a 2nd straight game, or they did lose a 2nd straight game last night. First pitch from Butts to Rosengard is a breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. They've lost back-to-back games against Yuba Sutter, and that's got to be the first series they have dropped in quite some time and in this second half. Now 26-3. 0-1. Breaking ball bounced foul towards the first base dugout. 0-2. So Modesto at 26-3. The Ballers will visit Modesto Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then they'll host Modesto Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right back here at Raimondi Park. Butts is ahead 0-2 on Rosengard. The lefties 0-2. It is a fastball just off the corner outside, ball one. Missoula winning yesterday. They're now 19-9. And they are in second. So right now it would be Modesto and Missoula in the postseason if the playoffs, if the season were to end today. Next pitch to Rosengard is a fastball low, and Connor Smith would like to use a challenge. And the call has been overturned. Strike three looking. Connor gets it right behind the plates, and that is Butts' third strikeout of the day as it just clips the bottom of the zone. Boise has won 6 in a row. They're now 19-10 and pushing Missoula just a half game back. Long Beach also at 19-10. Billings at 16-13. Idaho Falls has lost 3 in a row to Ogden. They're now 16-13. As Jablonski takes a breaking ball high for ball one. And then there's Oakland at 14-15 in the second half. Right now, 5.5 games back out of a playoff spot behind Missoula. 1-0. Jablonski stares at a fastball on the corner on the outside for strike one. The Ballers will face Missoula 3 times at Raimondi Park in about a week and a half. Next pitch to Jablonski is popped up. He slams his bat on the grass as Leahy, the second baseman, makes the two-handed catch on the infield dirt. 2 down for Pappas, the catcher. Only 43 pitches thus far for Butts through 3 2/3 innings. First pitch to Pappas is in the dirt for ball one. Oakland ahead by 3. 3-0. Last of the fourth. 2 outs. Base is empty for the catcher, Pappas, who struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Now he shows bunt, and he misses the bunt on a breaking ball for strike one. Tried to take advantage of the infield playing back, but he whiffs. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Butts works from the stretch even with no runners on the pitch. Fastball is low and in, ball 2. And Pappas was a guy that came out of retirement, but once Thomas McCaffrey, their starting catcher, went down and Long Beach needed a guy, Troy Percival called his catcher from last year in Pappas. The 2-1. Fastball inside corner called a strike, 2-2. And look, I know if you're retired, you'd like to stay that way from if you've made that decision, if you're happy with it. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Butts gets him on a changeup. He's got 4 strikeouts, and we move to the 5th. It's 3-0 Oakland as we go to the 5th on Ballers Radio. Noah Blythe leads off for Oakland. The Ballers ahead by 3. It's 3-0 Ballers on this Sunday series finale and on this Sunday rubber match. Long Beach winning on Friday, Oakland winning on Saturday. And all 3 runs have come off the bat of this man right here, Noah Blythe, who fouls the first pitch back from Grosjean to the padded backstop for strike 1. His 3-run homer traveled 400 feet to left center at an exit velocity of 109 miles an hour. Grosjean's 0-1 is waved and missed. Blythe well out in front on a slider. It's 0-2. First time in the leadoff spot for Blythe, with Logan Johnstone receiving the afternoon off. Grosjean has set down all 6 batters faced in relief. He's ready for the 0-2 on Blythe. Here it is. Breaking ball misses outside, ball 1. Third baseman Rosengard protecting the line. The shortstop Mata is deep in the hole. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Gets him on a breaking ball outside. There's one down for Nick Leahy. Third strikeout for Grosjean in relief. And here is Leahy. Right on right. First pitch to Nick is a fastball middle away for a called strike 1. Time now to chat with G and TP. TP not here with me in person, but always with me in spirit. It is under the sea afternoon here in Long Beach. There's a ball outside, 1-1. It is a under the sea theme, and have a local aquarium that's outside promoting their aquarium in front of the fans. There's a swing and a miss on a fastball. 1-2 on Leahy. It is a aquarium of the Pacific down here in Long Beach that I don't know if they're sponsoring today's game or if they're just guests of the coast. 1-2 pitch is popped up foul off to the right. Still 1-2. And so I guess my question for you all today is, if you were at an aquarium, what are your favorite sea creatures to see at an aquarium? The 1-2 is waved down and missed for strike 3. Let me know in the chat on YouTube, what are your favorite creatures and sea animals to see when you're at an aquarium. And I must say, we have a great one down in Monterey, not too far from the Bay Area, not too far from Oakland, that we can go to from time to time. First pitch to Allgaier is a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. I must say, I'm a huge fan of the jellyfish. Whenever I go to the Monterey Bay Aquarium, just the way they move, they're just so elegant. They're graceful. Next pitch, cut on and missed. It's 0-2 on Allgaier. I love how, I don't know, I enjoy the way they move, and they just sort of gracefully float from place to place when you're seeing them in the tank. And there's a special, I don't know, the color is pretty too. The nice pinkish, purplish color as well. 0-2. Allgaier sends it foul off to the left. No balls and 2 strikes. 3-0 Oakland. Top of the fifth. The 0-2 is lined foul down the left field line. There we go. Now we have the scoreboard. We appreciate Brendan, our tech guru, for getting the scoreboard up and running. As Allgaier swings and misses for strike 3. Grosjean strikes out the side in that fifth. We're halfway home on this Sunday afternoon down here in Long Beach. It's the Ballers 3 and the Coast nothing here on Ballers Radio. Bottom of the fifth. Reed Butts back on the mound. 3-0 Oakland, our score. And again, I'll give you all a few more seconds to submit your answers in our chat for today's question of the day, a.k.a. our chat GTP fifth inning. First pitch to Mata is a fastball at the middle, down the middle for a called strike 1. Because it is Under the Sea Sunday down here in Long Beach, the game is sponsored by the Aquarium of the Pacific down here in Long Beach. 0-1 pitch to Mata is lifted down the left field line. It's a long run for Allgaier, and he's not going to get it. He's going to throw the ball back into short, but Mata hustles into second with his speed for a leadoff double. And again, today's question is, what is your favorite sea creature or sea animal to look at? And I guess why when you visit an aquarium? We'll get to your answers in just a little bit. Here is Robert Pitts, the top of the lineup for Long Beach. Butts looks at second, first pitch. Pitch shows bunt, and he bunts it to the pitcher, Butts, who barehands the ball and then shovels it to Ibarra at first for the outs. What a play from Reed for the lefty. He's coming off the third base side of the mound, and that was bunted towards first base for him to turn his body, barehand that ball, and then make a calm, accurate shovel to Ibarra at first. That was a very nice play. Mata advanced to third on that bunt. So here is Kaufman. And Kaufman takes the ball in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. The Ballers are playing the defense back. And they will take the out for a run if there is a routine ground ball hit that way. One ball, no strikes, the pitch. That is low with the fastball, 2-0. Kaufman, the former San Diego Padres farmhand, he and Langston Burkett overlapped, 2-0. Fastball just low, ball 3. They overlapped while they were down at the complex in Peoria, Arizona, which is where a lot of the rookie ball players play. As Kaufman takes a strike down the middle, 3-1. Onto the 18, 19-year-olds, even the 20 to 21-year-olds that are still young and adjusting to pro ball, they'll get their first taste down there. 3-1 is low for ball 4. So men on the corners with one down, and here is Corona, the center fielder. Well, that was not the best time to walk a hitter because now you put a guy with power and speed at the plate, and he is the possible tying run with one swing. And we've seen Corona homer in this series. First pitch from Butts is lifted high and deep to center. Santos drifts back, waits behind the ball, makes the catch. Tagging from third is Mata, and he will score standing. It's a sacrifice fly from Emilio Corona. His 80th RBI of the year makes it now a 3-1 Ballers lead. Two down for Best, the first baseman. Best is flying out to center, and he's been hit by a pitch. First pitch heater misses low and away for ball 1. Kaufman with good speed, 15 stolen bases this year. He's been only caught twice. 1-0. Breaking ball is low. 2 balls, no strikes. And Best has homered off Butts before earlier this season. I feel like he's homered basically off every Baller's pitcher this year with the amount of times we've seen him. Next pitch is hammered, but well foul down the right field line. And the count is now 2-1. Came up a little short yesterday in the knockout round. 5 swings, no homers from the big slugger. 2-1. Breaking ball flared into shallow center field, but Santos is there to retire the side. Long Beach scores its first run of the day on 1 hit and a walk. We head to the 6th. Oakland leads by 2 now. It's 3-1 Ballers on Ballers Radio. We are taking a look at some of your answers to our question of the day today. Again, today's question, your favorite sea creature or sea animal to watch when you visit an aquarium, because today is an Under the Sea Sunday brought to you by the Aquarium of the Pacific down here in Long Beach. It's the top of the sixth. Jeter Ibarra takes a first pitch strike at the bottom of the zone, and he's going to challenge it. And the pitch was indeed low for ball one. Two challenges left for Oakland. I got to scroll up here in the chat. Becky Acosta said the Aquarium of the Pacific is really nice. Here's a fastball popped foul off to the left, 1-1. I know Becky is here attending some of the games. I wonder if she was able to take in the aquarium earlier this weekend during her road trip. Sarah Landauer, hi Sarah, says jellyfish. That was my personal favorite. Fastball swung on and missed by Ibarra. It's now 1-2. Xavier, what's going on, Xavier? He says a sea otter. I think sea otter might be a close second for me. Same with Dawn. Hi, Dawn. Dawn says otters. Becky Acosta says she loves watching the jellyfish. Very relaxing. Lala Lemonbird, hello, says an octopus. And Melinda says jellyfish. 1-2, the Ibarra is well outside, ball two. Lisa Feldman, hi, Lisa. She says jellyfish because, I'm sorry, I'd say jellyfish also because I love octopus, but it makes me sad to see them there. Here's a breaking ball high, 3-2. Justin Collins Game says spider crab. Shout out the Monterey Bay Spider Crab live cam. Oh, I did not know that there is a live cam that shows the spider crabs. I might have to Google that in between innings here. Here's a 3-2. Ibarra takes ball four up and away. That is the first base runner that Grosjean has allowed since entering in relief. He had retired 9 in a row up to that point. Net Wanderer says jellyfish are amazing, and I wholeheartedly agree. Kat Christian, hello, says she loves watching the jellyfish to relax. The others are so much fun to watch also. And Joe Horton says Aquarium of the Pacific is my favorite, and that he thinks is better than the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Here's a ball off the glove of Pappas. It rolls to the backstop and allows Ibarra to advance to second. Well, darn, too bad that it's our last it's our last day here in Long Beach, because otherwise I would have definitely I would have loved to pay a visit down to Aquarium of the Pacific. Jerome Williams, the pitching coach, is out to talk with Grosjean, and I do believe they have some activity in that right field bullpen for Long Beach. Silly 4444 says the sunfish. I would love to go back to any aquarium, really, to be quite honest. But Aquarium of the Pacific, that'll have to be a trip for, I suppose, next year. So O'Sullivan has Ibarra at second. It's a 3-1 Ballers lead after the sacrifice fly from Corona. Grosjean had 40 pitches on the day. And now the third baseman Rosengard creeps in anticipation of a possible bunt. O'Sullivan shows, and he bunts it beautifully up the first base line. It's picked up by Bess, and Bess will apply the tag on O'Sullivan. It's a successful sacrifice from O'Sullivan. And now Aaron Miles is going to use Logan Johnstone off the bench, and he will bat for Connor Smith with Ibarra at third. So Aaron Miles uses his first member off the bench. It's the rookie Johnstone out of Vanderbilt. The infield is in for Long Beach, trying to hold it to a 2-run game. First pitch is a breaking ball, a backdoor breaking ball on the outside for called strike one. Logan is batting .348 through his first 10 games as a professional. 3 home runs, 10 batted in. 0-1. Fastball is high at 93. 1-1 on Logan. This will be just a one and done at bat for Johnstone as he's batting for Connor Smith. Connor's going to come back in and catch the 1-1. Check swing and not a miss. Whoa. Third base umpire Bing Zhu on the appeal says he did not go, and I must say that might have been a break for Oakland. It's 2 balls and a strike. Infield in for the Coast. Roshan throws. Johnstone shoots it into right for a base. A softly hit ground ball sneaks by the second baseman Kaufman. Ibarra is in to score, and the Ballers take a 4-1 lead. If the infield is back, that's probably the second out of the inning because it wasn't hit that hard, but because the infield was in, Kaufman did not have enough time to react to his left to make that play. And Johnstone has his 11th RBI of the season. It's now 4-1 Oakland. First pitch to Rogers is a fastball at the belt for a strike. 0-1. So a walk, wild pitch, a sacrifice bunt, and then a single. 0-1. TJ takes down low for a ball. One ball, one strike. So a little bit of small ball executed here in this 6th inning for Oakland. I was hoping to end this road trip on a high note. 1-1. Fouled back into the screen, 1-2. It's going to be a happy bus back to Oakland if the Ballers can hang on and secure this series victory against the playoff-bound Coast. Johnstone holds his lead at first. 1-2, Grosjean throws. Outside with the heater. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Grosjean again had set down the first 9 batters in long relief before giving up a walk, a sac bunt, and now a 1-out single. 2-2. Breaking ball fair down the third base line. It rolls into the left field corner. Johnstone on the move. He's going to hold at third. And TJ Rogers has a double with 1 down. And the Ballers have 2 men in scoring position with 1 out for Ethan Crawford, who may see another arm, and he will. Troy Percival is out to make a pitching change. He points to the bullpen. That's going to be it for Grosjean. The Ballers have 2 men in scoring position with 1 out here in the 6th, holding a 3-run lead. It's 4-1 Oakland on Ballers Radio. Long Beach makes a pitching change here in the top of the 6th. The Ballers ahead by 3. 4-1 our score. And Troy Percival now turns to his steady lefty, Jake Dixon, who is in for a second time this weekend. And he is in for a 33rd time this year. 5.56 ERA and 34 innings for the former Idaho Falls Chucker. He's going to face Ethan Crawford, the Tiburon native who collected his first hit of the year back in the 2nd with a single up the middle. Johnstone's at 3rd, Rogers at 2nd. The infield is in for Long Beach for Crawford. The tall lefty stands at the belt, and the first pitch is a breaking ball outside for ball 1. So Groshon goes 3 in the 3rd innings of relief. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts, but he's responsible for both men in scoring position. The 1-0 to Crawford is down and away with the breaking ball, 2-0. This is Ethan's 2nd game this season. I've been helping out the relievers and in the bullpen as the bullpen catcher the last couple of weeks before being activated on Friday. 2-0. Fouled away down the right field line, 2-1. Played collegiately at Division III Grinnell College, located in Grinnell, Iowa. And he did play last year in Boise for a handful of games. Dixon on the 3rd base side throws, and Crawford takes a fastball upstairs for ball 3. Isai Santos on deck, a lefty. Dixon does have first base open. It's 3-1 on Crawford. Dixon delivers, and Crawford hits a ground ball that's knocked down by the 3rd baseman, Rosengard. He looks back the runner at 3rd and then throws out Crawford for out number 2. Wow. Talk about quick reflexes at the hot corner. That was a scalding ground ball that he got leather on. Knocked it down, looked back Johnstone the 3rd, and then he threw out Crawford by a step. And that's tough luck for Ethan. That's a ball that he drills 107 off the bat. And Rosengard needs a little bit of extra time so he can restring the glove. Everyone else on the field was ready to go except for Rosengard, who needed just a few more seconds to restring that glove. Here's Isai Santos, left on left. First pitch is a fastball outside, ball 1. Isai still looking for his first hit this week. He is 0 for 12 in the midst of an 0 for 12 slump. The 1-0. Breaking ball is low. 2 balls, no strikes. Oakland leads by 3. 4-1 our score after the RBI single off the bench by the pinch hitter Logan Johnstone. He's standing at 3rd. TJ Rogers at 2nd. Dixon's 2-0. Santos rolls it foul towards the Long Beach dugout. 2 balls and a strike. A tall lefty sets at the waist. Lifts the leg, 2-1. Santos pops it up foul down the 3rd base line, 2-2. Long Beach will stay at home all of next week. They will host Missoula for 6 games beginning next week. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He got him on a fastball, and the inning is over. Oakland scores 1 on 2 hits, and the lead has been extended back to 3. It's 4-1 Oakland as we go to the bottom of the 6th here on Ballers Radio. Last of the 6th here in Long Beach. Reed butts his first pitch to Matthew Bardwell as a fastball inside for ball 1. 4-1 Ballers. The Oakland Ballers trying to take the series over Long Beach this weekend. The 1-0. Breaking ball line. Caught by Rogers on a dive to his backhand. And he robs Bardwell of a potential base hit. 104 off of Bardwell's bat, but it did have some topspin on it. And TJ, one step to his right, lays out, makes the backhanded diving catch, and there's one down for Rosengard. Let's take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard while we have a moment here in the 6th inning. First pitch to Rosengard's a breaking ball high for ball 1. Oh my, Ogden is absolutely laying no mercy on Idaho Falls. 1-0, fouled off, 1-1. Haley 28-6 in the top of the 6th. All right, let's take a look. We have to investigate. How do you score 28 runs in 5 innings? Oh my goodness, a 13-run 4th. Poor Chuckers. A 13-run 4th inning. Next pitch to Rosengard is flying into deep left center field. Plenty of room for Santos out there as he roves to his right, and he makes the grab. 2 down for Jablonski. A 7-run 2nd, a 13-run 4th. Oh my. Here is Jablonski. First pitch is lined up the middle. It hits the bag. It's picked up by Leahy. Off balance throw the first, and they got him! Are you kidding? A line drive that hit the bag at second, and then it just flattened onto the dirt where Leahy scooped it up and made an off-balance throw to get Jablonski. He's in disbelief. He slammed the helmet after touching first base. It's a 1-2-3 6 for Reed Butts. We'll continue the scoreboard update when we come back. 4-1 Ballers in as we go to the 7th on Ballers Radio. Some great defense by Oakland in that bottom of the 6th. Up the middle. Diving catch by Rogers. Leahy, an off-balance throw after fielding a ball off the second base bag as Noah Blythe tries to lay down a bunt, but he bunts it foul over towards third for strike one. And Reed Butts has gone through 6 innings and allowed just 1 run. It's the 7th. Ballers lead 4-1. Gareth Kwok live here in Long Beach. It's the Submarine throwing righty, Steven Ordorica, now on the mound for Long Beach. After Dixon collected the final 2 outs of the 6th, 0-1. Blythe takes a fastball just on the outside for a strike, and it's 0-2. Blythe, Leahy, and Allgaier dude up for Oakland. Noah has driven in 3 of the 4 runs on 1 swing. Next pitch is line fair down the right field line into the corner. Blythe touches first, digs for second. The throw in from Pitts is not in time. And Noah Blythe has his second hit of the afternoon. A short swing on that fastball outside, and he shoots it to the opposite field. A leadoff double, and here comes a pinch hitter for the Ballers to bat for Leahy. It looks like it's Mitchell Sanford who has picked up a bat, and he is going to hit for Leahy.
Now batting pinch hitter number 31, Mitchell Sanford.
So Sanford comes off the bench, the lefty, to face the Submarine throwing righty, Ordorica. Does not mean Leahy will be out of the game permanently. This probably will just be a one and done at bat off the bench for Sanford. First pitch from Ordorica is a fastball up and in for ball 1. We were taking a look at scores in the top of the 6th in the Pioneer League, and we continue with that scoreboard update. Billings leads 11-8 on Glacier in the bottom of the 8th. 1-0. Sanford hits a hard ground ball. That sneaks in to right for a base hit. Blythe is being waved home by Aaron Miles. The throw from Pitts is on target, and Blythe is out. Well, we knew Pitts can cover ground out there in right. What we didn't know is that he's got a great arm. And he just showed off the cannon there. A throw on the fly that gets Blythe by plenty. One out. in the 7th for Allgaier. In the top of the 9th, Boise is ahead 21-4 on Red Pocket. First pitch to Allgaier, up and in with a slider for ball 1. If you thought 21 runs through 8 innings was pretty good, well, Ogden has them beat with 28 runs and 5. That game is still in the top of the 6th against Idaho Falls. 1-0. Allgaier takes a fastball on the outside for a strike, and it's 1-1. Boise scored 9 runs in the bottom of the 8th to just blow open the doors on the poor Mobiles, who are now 13-65 overall. Here's a line drive up the middle by Allgaier into center field for a base hit. That's 3 straight hits off Orderica to begin the 7th. Sanford to second base, 2 on, 1 out for the Pioneer League's home run leader, and Jeter Ibarra. Poor Red Pocket Mobiles now 1-29 in the second half, which is just hard to believe. And they have lost 25 in a row. Here's Ibarra. First pitch is in tight for ball 1. Couple other scores. Great Falls and Missoula are playing a doubleheader. First game is in the top of the 7th. Paddleheads lead 6-5. 1-0. Cranked foul down the right field line into the screen. 1-1. That game was suspended yesterday, so they are resuming that as part of a 9-inning game, and then they will play a second 7-inning game later today at 4:05 Pacific. 1-1 to Ibarra. Fastball paints the outside for a strike, and now he wants to use a challenge. And the pitch is overturned. It was low and away. Last but not least, Modesto and Yuba Sutter. That game will begin at 6:35 tonight up in Marysville. 2-1. Ibarra rolls it to second. Kaufman plants the feet, throws to second for 1. Turn to first in time for a double play. Inning over. We hit the 7th inning stretch. It's brought to you by Planet Fitness. The Ballers lead 4-1 here on Ballers Radio. It's a Planet Fitness 7th inning stretch. Your 7th inning stretch brought to you by Planet Fitness, as Eddie Pelk is coming off the bench to bat for Long Beach here in the bottom of the 7th for the catcher Pappas. First pinch hitter today for Long Beach. The 1-0 from Butts is a fastball high. 2 balls, no strikes. The baller starting lefty still in this ball game. 67 pitches through 6 innings for the southpaw. 2-0. Pelk stares at a fastball on the outside for a strike. It's 2-1. So Pelk, who was scheduled to have the day off, instead comes off the bench. Troy Percival needing a spark to this offense. The 2-1. Breaking ball outside corner, called a strike. Beautifully placed slider by Butts, and it's 2-2. Couple of defensive substitutions. Jake Allgaier now moves from left to second base. Here's the 2-2 from Reed. Pitch clock down to 2. The pitch. Breaking ball. Got him looking on the outside corner. And now Pelk is going to use a challenge. And the pitch was outside. You can kind of tell because Connor Smith didn't throw the ball around the horn just yet. He had kept the ball in his possession. Long Beach with both challenges left. 3-2 on Pelk. Pioneer League's walks leader awaits. And he pops it up behind the plate and out of play. And now in at left field is Mitchell Sanford, who pinch hit for Leahy. So Leahy's out of the game. Allgaier to second. Sanford now in at left. Payoff pitch from Butts to Pelk. A slide step and a fastball that misses outside for ball 4. Third walk issued by Butts, and that is it for him today as Aaron Miles is going to the bullpen. A bounce-back start for Reed Butts today. He pitches into the 7th. He goes 6 innings, allows just 1 run on 4 hits and 2 walks. He has to be pleased with himself. But now it's up to the bullpen to hold this lead. It's Oakland 4, Long Beach 1. We'll be right back here in the 7th on Ballers Radio. Oakland makes a call to the bullpen for the first time today as the right-hander Brock Mayer enters the game. 22-year-old from Torrance, California, rookie out of Cal State Fullerton, is in for a 15th time this year. 4-1 Ballers, bottom of the 7th. And, oh, that was that was I think a missed balk on the umpires, as Mayer thought he might have been in the windup for a second, but he deals a strike, and it's swung on and missed by Mata. 0-1, unless that's just part of what he does. Well, he comes into that stretch there. Here's the 0-1. Mata shows bunt, and he bunts it foul back into the screen. It's 0-2. Reed Butt's terrific start today. 6 innings, pitches into the 7th. 4 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Just the type of start he was hoping to deal today against a playoff-bound team. And for a guy who had been roughed up a bit in his last outing against Red Pocket, wasn't able to go as deep as he had hoped. Has to be pleased with his performance today. Now it's Mayer. Ahead 0-2 on Mata. Holds at the belt, now the 0-2. Mata takes a little high with a fastball, 1-2. This might be a new thing that Mayer has implemented to his to when he comes set. After he locks the hands in, then he takes one little step back, but stays paused before then delivering the pitch. 1-2. Mata goes down swinging on a breaking ball in the dirt, and there's one down in the 7th. I just don't recall Brock ever doing that until now. When he's in the stretch position, after he locks the hands in together, then he takes a little mini step back. And that's why when it sounded like a Long Beach fan said he took a step, and I seemed to agree with him momentarily because it looked like it was a balk. That was not called. Here is Pitts, who takes a fastball low for ball 1, but I guess that's just now become part of his routine. Pitts today in the leadoff spot is 0 for 2 with a sac bunt. The 1-0 pitch, up and in with the heater, and Pitts limbos out of the way. It's 2-0. Mayer holds a 9.00 ERA in 14 appearances, 19 strikeouts in 21 innings for the rookie. 2-0. Fastball down the middle for a strike, and it's 2-1. First time we're seeing Brock in this series. 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses high for ball 3. He last threw on Thursday against Modesto at home and recorded only 1 out on 5 pitches. That was all he was needed for. So he's coming in relatively fresh. 3-1. Fastball called a strike on the outside. And whoa, that was a really late challenge by Robert Pitts. Wait a second. That was incredibly late. I mean, what? And they granted him the challenge, and the pitch was outside, but I mean, he took like 5 seconds, 5 solid seconds to think about that pitch before then tapping the helmet, and Arturo Belmonte granted him a challenge. I mean, that cannot happen. It has to be instant, within 2 seconds, as Major League rules say. So here's Kaufman now with men on second and first, 1 out. First pitch to Kaufman is rolled softly to third. Tough play for O'Sullivan. He charges, makes the throw to first in time, and there's 2 away. Boy, I still can't believe that the home plate umpire, Arturo Belmonte, granted Pitts that challenge after he took the pitch. I mean, stared at it at the ground or whatever for like 5 seconds, thought about it, and then he decided to turn around and give and initiate a challenge, which was by far late. And you could see the reaction from the Ballers defense Like, what's going on? Here's Corona. 2 outs, first pitch. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball for strike one. And I think Aaron Miles voiced the same thing. He came out of the dugout and it seemed like he told Arturo, hey, man, you cannot do that. He took way too long to think about it before then initiating a challenge. Mayer's 0-1. Corona swings and misses on a breaking ball, and he's behind 0-2. Pelk advanced to third, and Pitts advanced to second on that grounder, by the way. It's a 3-run lead for Oakland here in the 7th, but the tying run's at the plate, and Emilio Corona, who has homered this weekend. 0-2. Breaking ball. Got him looking on the outside, and now Corona wants to use a challenge. And after review, it is outside. Overturned to a ball. Boy, that's now 6 overturned challenge. 6 calls overturned on Arturo Belmonte between the two teams. One ball, 2 strikes. Mayer holds at the belt. Now he delivers. And Corona foul tips the pitch into the glove of Smith for strike 3. Can't challenge that as Mayer works his way out of it. A couple of strikeouts for the rookie in a scoreless 7th. 8th inning coming up. The Ballers lead by 3, 4-1 here on Ballers Radio. Brendan O'Sullivan leads off for the Ballers against the Submarine righty Ordorica here in the 8th. And the first pitch to O'Sullivan's popped up on the infield for the shortstop Mata. He makes a chest-high catch in between second and third for out number 1. Ballers lead 4-1. 8th inning. Long Beach won on Friday in the knockout round. Ballers winning last night in the knockout round. They're hoping that they don't have to go to a knockout round today to defeat Long Beach and clinch this series victory. As Connor Smith takes a belt-high fastball for a strike, 0-1. Connor's 0 for 2. Next pitch is fouled, ouch, off the mask of Johnny Pappas. Might have gotten the piece of the catcher, of the home plate umpire, Arturo Belmonte, and it's 0-2. It was a bit of a thin crowd at first pitch, but now there's been more people that's filled in, and they're taking in the action on this Sunday. 0-2. Smith stays alive as he fouls it back. They will stay at home for 6 more games to take on the Missoula Paddleheads as part of a 2-week home. 0-2 is third, gloved by Rosengard. Plenty of time, throw to first on target, and there's 2 away. Long Beach was on the road for 2 weeks to the Mountain States. They were in Glacier, and I believe they were in Ogden as well. Here's Rogers. First pitch is off the end of the bat, rolled foul for strike 1. They were in Ogden for 6 nights, and then they were in Glacier for 6. Split the series 3 apiece against both sides. 0-1 fastball is swung on and missed, 0-2. TJ's 1 for 2 with a double down the left field line. He's drawn a walk. He's also scored a run. No balls and 2 strikes with Ethan Crawford on deck. Puerto Rico comes set. He delivers. And Rogers checks his swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Inning over. 3 up, 3 down for Puerto Rico. Bottom of the 8th coming up. The Ballers ahead by 3, 4-1 on Ballers Radio. Well, with Oakland having a fresh bullpen heading into today, Aaron Miles is going to use another reliever here in the 8th as Tyler Bates, the lefty, is in for Oakland, and he faces Cuba Bess, the left-handed slugger. First pitch is a ball low and away for ball 1. It's Oakland 4, Long Beach 1. Gareth Kwok live here in Long Beach this weekend. The 1-0 from Bates is rolled to second and past the diving second baseman Allgaier into right for a leadoff single. One on, no out for Bardowell. First time we are seeing Bates in this series after he last threw on Thursday against Modesto. Here's Bardowell, the right-handed hitter. First pitch from Bates. Runs inside and hits him. Not a good start to the afternoon for Bates. A single, a hit by pitch, and now the tying run comes up to the plate in Rosengard. Bates is a rookie out of Henderson State. 23-year-old from Bryant, Arkansas, signed with the team back on July 21st. Here's the lefty Rosengard. First pitch is a breaking ball high for ball one. Then we have a challenge from Smith. And catcher for Oakland challenged the pitch, and it was high. One challenge left for Oakland. That one looked pretty clearly up in the zone. Either way, Connor does have the best view. 1-0. Fastball is outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Bates made his baller's debut against the Coast on the road. Here's the 2-0. Breaking ball, low and away, ball 3. Each team has made a late push during the first 2 games of this series. Friday it was Oakland, yesterday it was Long Beach. Now the 3-0. Fastball, that's at the belt for a strike. It's 3-1. The Ballers scored 3 in the 9th to force a knockout round on Friday. Yesterday it was Long Beach who scored 3 in the 9th to force a knockout round. All right, now Long Beach hoping for 3 or more to tie or take the lead here in the 8th. It is 3 balls and a strike on Benjamin Rosengard. Bates fires, and it's a fastball up and in for ball 4, and they are loaded. The bases are loaded with no out for Jablonski, and here comes Brendan O'Sullivan, the third baseman, along with Jeter Ibarra. Now this will turn into just a mound visit, as here comes Jim Dietrich, the pitching coach. Well, both teams' bullpens have bent late in the game. And you're just hoping for Oakland that it's not going to come to bite them here on this rubber match. Right now, Bates has not really found the strike zone. His misses have been pretty clear balls. It's almost like he's just trying to pitch a little too carefully with a 3-run lead. Now he's got to face Jablonski with the tying runs on base and the go-ahead run at the plates. Jablonski, the batter. Batting from the right side. The Ballers' defense is back. They will trade a possible double play for a run. First pitch to Jablonski. Breaking ball in there for a strike. There's the big old curveball from Bates. It's 0-1. On Jablonski. The pitch. Breaking ball down the middle, called strike 2. So those have been his 2 best pitches so far. 2 perfect curves down the middle taken. And he's in the driver's seat 0-2. Bates comes set at the belt. And the 0-2. Breaking ball grounded to third. It's back into by O'Sullivan. He throws home, gets the out there, and that's all they'll get. But what a play by O'Sullivan at third base to get the lead out at the dish. Realized that his best play was just to throw home. He was guarding the line at third. He backhanded that hard ground ball and threw it accurately to Smith, who stretched out like a first baseman. It's a 5-2 fielder's choice. Bases remain loaded, 1 out for Johnny Pappas, the catcher. Right-handed bat, first pitch is a breaking ball inside for ball 1. And now Bates is 1 ground ball away from perhaps escaping this jam entirely. Has to throw strikes, though. The 1-0 is a fastball on the inside corner for a called strike. Pappas is going to use a challenge, and it just clipped the high inside corner. Long Beach and Oakland now with 1 challenge left. 1-1 on Pappas. And now time is called by, I believe, Smith, the catcher. The pitch clock might have been winding down. 1 ball and 1 strike. Infield is back, anticipating a double play ball. The 1-1. Fastball is outside. 2 balls and a strike. Ballers lead by 3. 4-1 Oakland. Bottom of the 8th, bases loaded, 1 out. 2-1 pitch is inside, nearly hits Pappas with a breaking ball. And it's 3-1. Anthony Mata, the shortstop, waits on deck. The 3-1. Fastball is low for ball 4. And the run is in. Barnwell scores. And now the tying run's in scoring position for Mata. Aaron Miles is staying in the dugout for now. This situation just got a whole lot dicier. A single hit batter, a walk, fielder's choice, and now another walk. The bases remain loaded with 1 out. The tying run's in scoring position for Mata. First pitch is popped up into shallow right center. Blythe underneath it, makes the grab. Here comes Rosengard. He's going to score as Blythe throws the ball to third base, and Aaron Miles is livid. Why did Noah throw the ball to third? A run scores. It's now 4-3. Oakland on the sac fly by Mata. The ball was not hit that deep, and I think Aaron just wanted Noah to show off the arm and try and throw out Rosengard at the plate. Here's Pitts. First pitch is a breaking ball down the middle for a strike. 0-1. And I guess if you're thinking of it from Noah's perspective, well, he keeps the potential tying run at second instead of at third. 0-1 on Pitts, the pitch. Breaking ball is high, 1-1. But I don't know if Jablonski was going to tag on that fly ball. It didn't look like he had any intention of tagging. He was going to stay put. Rosengard, the only man tagging on that fly ball, and he scores standing. Bates is 1-1. Breaking ball popped up. It's playable behind the plate. Connor Smith removes the mask, makes the catch, and the inning is over. Long Beach scores 2 in the 8th on just 1 hit, but the Ballers keep their lead for the moment. It's now 4-3 Oakland as we head to the bottom of the 9th. As we head to the top of the 9th on Ballers Radio. Long Beach takes 2 steps closer as they scored 2 in the bottom of the 8th to make it a 1-run lead for Oakland. 4-3 Ballers, who have scored just 1 run over the last, 7 innings? 6 innings. And Ethan Crawford faces a new lefty, Jackson Bird, for Long Beach. Left-hander works from the stretch on the third base side. First pitch is a breaking ball very high for ball 1. Crawford, Santos, and Blythe against the two-way player Bird, who came off the bench yesterday and hit a sacrifice fly in the 9th. And he also pitches out of the pen for Troy Percival. 1-0 to Ethan. Fastball is high. 2 balls, no strikes. For 3 Oakland. You'd love to get 1 and even 2 heading into the bottom of the 9th. Next pitch, there's a fastball down the middle for a strike. 2-1 on Crawford. 1 for 3 today in his second start of the year. Bird holds at the chest, now his 2-1. Way outside with a fastball, 3-1. 17th appearance, 3.38 ERA for Bird. 18 strikeouts in 21 and a third innings. He holds at the chest, now comes home. 3-1 is bounced off of Crawford's foot. Looks like it got him on that front left foot just a little bit. It's now 3-2. Four runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Ballers today. It's a full count on Crawford, the Tiburon native. And the pitch is a fastball taken high for ball 4. Just the third walk issued by Long Beach today, and here comes Isai Santos. Oakland has stranded 6 on base. Meanwhile, Long Beach, 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. They have stranded 10. Here is Santos. 0 for 3 today and 0 for his last 13. First pitch is a fastball down the middle, taken for strike 1. Third baseman Rosengard is even with the bag. Bettis holding the runner at first. 0-1. Breaking ball just inside the ball 1. Both teams down to 1 challenge left, and I think, at least for Long Beach, they'd like to keep that challenge for the bottom of the 9th. Deep breath from Bird, now the 1-1. Santos rolls it foul past his first base coach, James Harris, and it's 1-2. One and two. The lefty Bird throws. Santos bounces it up the middle. Shortstop Motto shovels to second for 1, and that's all they'll get. Crawford is out on the fielder's choice, 6-4. And here comes Blythe. Pappas, the catcher, is out to talk with Bird. And Noah enjoys seeing lefties this season. He has had good numbers against southpaws really all season long. Coming into the game against southpaws with a batting average of over 340 against lefties. And the 3-run home run that he hit in the second was against the lefty Wozniak. Santos with good speed at first. First pitch from Bird is a fastball on the outside, called a strike. And it's 0-1. Nothing in 1 on Blythe. And the pitch. Breaking ball, grounded foul behind Aaron Miles. Standing in that third base coach's box, 0-2. The Ballers trying to get back to 500 with a win today and end this road trip on a high note, which would be a series win over the playoff-bound Coast. Birds 0-2. Breaking ball. Watch out, Aaron. Aaron's become target practice out there for Blythe. He's hit 2 in his direction. Against lefties, Blythe is batting .367. 1 out, 1-run lead for the Ballers in the top of the 9th. Santos holds his lead at first. And the pitch is chopped up the middle. Shortstop Mata steps on second for 1, fires to first. It's a double play to end the inning. So we'll go to the bottom of the 9th. The Ballers need 3 more outs to clinch a series win down here in Long Beach for a second consecutive series. 4-3 Ballers, bottom of the 9th, coming up on Ballers Radio. Bottom of the ninth. The Ballers need 3 more outs to clinch a series win down here in Long Beach. It is a 4-3 Oakland lead, and Cooper Vest is off the bench to pinch hit for Long Beach against the new righty, and perhaps a bit of a surprise coming in for the ninth. It's Christian Diaz in for Oakland, who was Oakland's starter on Tuesday against Modesto. First pitch was outside, ball 1. Next pitch is a fastball on the inside corner for a called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Langston Burkett not available because he was placed on the injured list today with an ankle injury. 1-1. Breaking ball way outside. It's 2-1 on Vest. Diaz, who has started the last 3 appearances for Oakland, now coming in a save situation. 2-1. Fastball is low, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Vest, Corona, and Bess. The big boys for Long Beach are due up here in the ninth. Diaz comes home. 3-1 is fouled back into the backstop. It's now 3-2. Tuesday's starter against Modesto. Now on, looking for the save in a 1-run game. Full count on Vest. The pitch is fouled straight back. High heater. Fouled back into the padded backstop. Still 3-2. Diaz is ready at the belt. His 3-2 pitch is popped up towards third, but it's out of play. And we'll do it again. Diaz made his Ballers debut against the Coast down here in Long Beach. He struck out 4 in an inning and 2/3 and gave up 1 unearned run. 3-2 is popped up, foul off to the left. It's been a healthy dose of fastballs the last 4 pitches on Vest. He's been one of Long Beach's most consistent hitters. .312 batting average, 12 home runs, 78 runs batted in. Off the bench, batting for Kaufman. It's 3-2. Diaz deals. Breaking ball popped up and fouled again down the third base line. Strap the seatbelt in, Ballers fans. It's 3-2. The pitch fouled off again over towards third. He's just attacked him with fastballs. Might have a little bit of cut movement on it, running into the lefty. He shook off Smith once, now comes set. 3-2. Got him swinging, strike 3. That time, a changeup on the outside. And Vest down swinging. There's 1 away in the ninth. The former Ogden Raptor, released by Ogden in the middle of July, went back home to Houston for a few days. First pitch to Corona. He breaks his bat and rolls it to short. Rogers scoops it up, throws to first. It's in time, and there's 2 away here in the ninth. He went back home, celebrated his birthday with his family in Houston, and then received a call from Aaron Miles. And it was a pretty simple question that Aaron asked him. Hey, you want to get down here to Long Beach and pitch for us? Diaz did not hesitate. Flew on his own dime down to Long Beach to meet the team. Now 1 out away from a save. First pitch is a breaking ball down the middle to Cuba Bess for strike 1. Long Beach's home run leader could tie it up with 1 swing. The 0-1 is a breaking ball on the outside corner, called strike 2. We have a challenge from Bess, and it's just off the outside. I mean, he barely missed that. One challenge left for both sides. It's 1-1. The pitch. Breaking ball outside. 2 balls and a strike. Oakland 4, Long Beach 3. 2 outs, bases empty, 9th inning. 2-1. Outside with a heater. Ball 3. He won it for Long Beach on Friday, trying to tie things up here today. 3-1 is fouled in and out of the glove of Smith, who couldn't secure it. Doesn't matter, though, with it being 3-1. But now it's 3-2. Oakland trying to clinch the series down here in Long Beach for a second straight series. 3-2 pitch. Fouled back into the screen. Ballers will be off tomorrow, and then they'll take on the second half leaders in Modesto beginning on Tuesday. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. Bess rolls it sharply to second. It's fielded by Allgaier on a slide. He throws out Bess at first, and that is the ball game. The Ballers do it again down here in Long Beach. They took 2 out of 3 here at Blair Field the last time they were here in late July. And here in the middle of August, they take 2 out of 3 over the coast. A 1-run victory over the coast this afternoon by a final of 4-3. Another great pitching performance led by the lefty Reed Butts. The Pioneer League champion threw 6 innings of 1-run ball, and the bullpen held off another late push by the coast as Oakland wins it 4-3. They take 2 of 3 here in Long Beach, and it sets up a 6-game home-and-home series beginning on Tuesday in Modesto before they come back to Oakland on Friday nights. The Ballers postgame show is coming up next, right after this, here on Ballers Radio. No knockout round needed for this one between Oakland and Long Beach as the Ballers take 2 of 3 down here at Blair Field once again. And they do it by a final score on this Sunday series finale by a score of 4-3. This is the Ballers postgame show. I'm Gareth Kwok. And for Oakland today, and really as well as yesterday, just 3 well-pitched games. I should say this entire weekend. 3 very well-pitched games by all 3 starters. David Thomas did it on Friday, going 6 innings, career-high 7 strikeouts. Ren Abe Arias, the Japanese righty, 1 out away from a complete game. And today it was the Pioneer League champion, Reed Butts, who was activated off the injured list today. His first start in 12 days, and he was frankly looking for a bounce-back start after an outing that he'd like to have back against Red Pocket. And Reed was on a mission to start this game. No runs allowed through the first 4, and just 1 run allowed through 6 as he pitched into the 7th. 4 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. We're going to make him our Proposition Chicken player of the game. The type of performance that Ballers fans were accustomed to seeing a lot last year. And Butts delivered today once again against the Coast, a team that he did have success against the last time he faced them. He would receive some early run support in the second after Oakland scored 3 runs on 1 swing of the bat with 2 outs. Noah Blythe lined the homer to left center off the starting lefty Brett Wozniak. It traveled 400 feet, and it exited his bat at 109 miles an hour. And that gave Oakland a quick 3-0 lead. And the Ballers would grow their lead in the 6th on a RBI pinch hit single by Logan Johnstone with the infield in after Jeter Ibarra drew a walk and advanced to second and third on a wild pitch and a sacrifice bunt respectively. And Oakland would lead it 4-1 through 6. Butts walked the leadoff man in the 7th. Aaron Miles turned to his bullpen and sent Brock Mayer to finish out the 7th. And Mayer struck out a pair to get through the 7th inning before eventually in the 8th, Long Beach made another push. A single by Bess off the lefty Tyler Bates, a hit by pitch, a walk, and then a fielder's choice at the plate started by O'Sullivan, cut down a potential run. A bases-loaded walk to the Pappas, and then a sacrifice fly to Mata made it a 1-run game. Bates eventually got Pitts to foul out to the catcher Smith, and that kept Oakland in front 4-3. And perhaps a bit of a surprising decision with Christian Diaz coming out of the pen, Tuesday's starter, and someone who has started for Oakland in each of his last 3 appearances. But he received the ball for the 9th to try and pick up the 1-run save. And against the teeth of the lineup, Cooper Vest, Emilio Corona, and Cuba Bess. He struck out Vest swinging. Corona grounded out to short, and then Best grounded out to second. A 1-2-3 9th, and Oakland defeats the playoff-bound Coast, the first-half champions, on their home turf for a second straight series. A 4-3 winner today here in Long Beach. The pitching was outstanding, and they just received the right amount of offense, and they'll look to take this into Modesto beginning on Tuesday. Again, the final score, Ballers 4, Coast 3. Final totals in this one, Oakland 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. And today they stranded, I have in my book only 6 left stranded, and that is what the scoreboard has it as. Long Beach, meanwhile, 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors, and today they stranded 10. Reed Butts is the winning pitcher today. It's his first win of the year. He's now 1-1. Brett Wozniak suffers his first loss of the year, and he's now 3-1. And Christian Diaz collects his first save of the season. In a game that lasted 2 hours and 45 minutes, it's going to be a happy bus back home to Oakland tonight. We'll take a look one last time at some scores around the Pioneer League before we wrap things up and look ahead to another pivotal series on the docket for Tuesday in Modesto. Ballers postgame show continues after this here on Ballers Radio. All right, let's take a look one last time at some scores on this Sunday. Ogden tacked on 3 more runs to defeat Idaho 31-15. Oh my goodness. 13 runs in the fourth for the Raptors, 31 runs on 30 hits. So I guess a total of 46 runs and a total of 48 hits between the two sides. But the Raptors have, I believe, now won 4 in a row. Let me take a look at the standings here. That's now 4 wins in a row for Ogden, and they are a game back of Oakland in the second half. 31-15 Raptors over the Chuckers. Billings took down Glacier 12-8 from Billings. Boise a lopsided victory over Red Pocket, a 21-4 victory for the Hawks over the Mobiles. Missoula won game 1 of their doubleheader 7-6 against Great Falls, and they are about to play game 2 of that doubleheader in a little bit. Last but not least, Modesto and Yuba Sutter. That will get going tonight at 6:35 up in Marysville. With a chance for the Freebirds to sweep the Roadsters in all 3 games. All right, let's look ahead to Tuesday night's matchup. It's a big series coming up against the second half leaders in Modesto. It is a 6-game home-and-home set, which means the first 3 will be in Modesto Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and the final 3 will be played in Oakland Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we will head back home tonight. Guys will have an off day tomorrow, and then we'll make our way to Modesto Tuesday afternoon to take on JT Snow's Roadsters, who are 26-3 through the first 29 games of this second half. First pitch on Tuesday is scheduled for 7:11 from Modern Woodman Field in Modesto. And I will be with the team and on the call for all 3 games beginning on Tuesday at 7:11. We'll have the pregame show roughly at about 6:55 p.m. local time from the Central Valley. Hope you can join us then, but that's going to do things for us today here from Long Beach. For Tyler Peterson, I'm Gareth Kwok saying so long. Thanks for tuning in. The Ballers win the series over the coast down here in Long Beach by a final score today of 4-3. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll talk to you all on Tuesday, but until then, so long, everybody.